Do you ever feel tired, just sick, not the greatest shape? This is pretty much how I feel after this whole summer of being busy, so we are going to be doing a 10-day juicing cleanse with all of these goodies. So juice cleanse can be done pretty much anywhere. Corey and I are going to be doing it in our sailboat.
It's delicious.
Oh, so refreshing.
Not motivated. I don't really want to do a juice cleanse this morning.
Cheers to day 3. By the way, we're not really doctors, so
Not really.
well, we're not doctors, so that's something. If you do want to do a juice cleanse, you have some diseases or illnesses, you should probably go see your own doctor and listen to them. But if you're pretty healthy, it's an awesome thing to do. It just clears you right up. So juice cleanse can be done pretty much anywhere. Corey and I are going to be doing it in our sailboat, which is pretty much why we need a juice cleanse, because we've been working hard at fixing it and kind of letting go of our good eating habits. There's a few different places where you can get them. Our favorite place is definitely the markets. In Port Colborne, every Friday morning there's an awesome market with tons of vendors. Right now it's October, so there's a little bit less people selling their produce, but you can get these massive cabbage and carrots and tons of delicious kind of food for not too expensive. It's all organic, which makes it a little bit more pricey than, let's say, going at the grocery store, but it's really delicious produce.
Take a picture days, huh?
Oh yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. That's all good. Do you want to do a thing of kale?
Yeah.
One or two?
Okay, for $5.
My bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
Over here.
Probably grind these up too, don't ya?
Oh yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye-bye.
We also did go at the grocery store because unfortunately we don't really grow any lemons or oranges in Canada, and we wanted to add a little bit of fruits instead of only having the greens and the veggies. This whole table of fruits and veggies cost us only $56. Probably not gonna last us the whole 10 days. Actually, will not last 10 days for sure. But we just wanted to give you a little bit of example of how much produce is cost. Everyone thinks I'm super healthy because I'm very petite, athletic and all, but you can be skinny and not feel the greatest. So this summer we've been working very hard on fixing the boat and getting out for lots of sails, and I haven't been the most active, and I've been indulging in lots of bags of chips and a lot of sugar, as well as some fast food, pizza and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't eaten like I usually do, which is why I guess the last 6 months I've been feeling my whole energy drain out of me, really. I've got like, don't know what it's called in English. My eyes look tired. I've been really stuffy for about 3-4 months, just blowing your nose and just feeling like you constantly have a cold, which I don't really get sick that often. Usually if I get a cold, it probably will last 1 or 2 days, so it's very odd for me to feel that low in energy. So this is why I really want to do this 10-day juice cleanse, just to flush out all of the toxins and get all that energy back up, because I love my life, but I need energy to fully enjoy it.
It's going to be really nice to do a cleanse. It'll be my first cleanse. Alex has already done multiple. But the thing I'm going to miss most is right here in this glass. And it's a cup of coffee. Because I'm really, I think I'm addicted to my coffee. I really enjoy it in the morning. I get kind of cranky when I don't have it. So hopefully I'll be half decent for the next 10 days. It's only 10 days, so I think I can do it.
Well, cheers to our last meal. We have some scalloped potatoes and some roasted veggies and turkey.
Looks really good.
Should be good.
And it's movie night.
It's day number 1 and we're about to have our first juice. And we're going to be starting with the fruity type. So we've got oranges, lemon, carrots, ginger and some beets. Should be good.
So I've got these little bumps appearing on my skin. I thought they were just like mosquito or spider bites or something, and they're really itchy. I got one here, you can't really see it as well, but or a couple here, but they're super itchy. And these are a little older, but this is part of the reason why I want to do this cleanse. See if it helps get rid of some of these bumps. Cheers.
Cheers.
I bet you mine's better.
No, mine's way better. The beets makes the whole difference. More iron in your body, you know? How do you feel this morning?
Not motivated. I don't really want to do a juice cleanse this morning. All I want is my coffee. That's what I normally wake up to. So it's been a little bit tricky this morning. Pretty cranky. Not enjoying it.
The cleansing schedule that would be if I was by myself. I'm gonna make it happen to fit my needs. Hey, so how long have you been recording for? So I think it's gonna be time for the second juice because I want an apple juice. Apple would be good. Yeah.
We need a second juice already?
Well, Corey sleeps in. Corey doesn't eat food in the morning, first off. So I'm going on my cleansing schedule because if I wait for him, I'm going to be drinking my juices at midnight instead of at 8 in the morning.
Are you really going to try to fit all of this in one juice or 2 juices?
2 juices? And it's just when it comes down to veggies, I find that they don't produce as much juice compared to fruits. So you need even more food. Now imagine trying to eat all of this in one serving. Juicing makes everything way easier to eat. As well as it breaks down everything. You get way more of the micronutrients available that your body can actually process. So this is why you juice, to get all the goodies real quick. Actually, a lot of people eat really quickly. They don't chew much, so then your stomach ends up doing all the work that your teeth should be doing. With juicing, it's just liquid, so it's all the benefits that your body actually gets without doing so much work. So it's relaxing.
As you can see, juicing doesn't require a whole lot of dishes, and it doesn't take up very much space, so it's perfect for something like what we're doing, living on a sailboat or Get in there. There we go. Or living in an RV or a small space, really, because I mean you don't gotta cook anything, and all you gotta need really is a juicer. We recommend this auger juicer. We'll talk more about that later. Oh yeah, we're supposed to put apples next. So we normally start with the apples, or well, I guess it really depends what kind of juice we're making. We'll start with the thing that's going to clog the juicer the most, and then work our way into the stuff that will push everything else through. So when you're traveling around, you don't always have a fridge, but you can normally get access to fresh fruits and veggies from a market or from a store. All of this stuff is being turned into some sweet, sweet liquid here. But our byproduct is this fibrous stuff. In our case, it's really quite dry because of the juicer we're using. Basically, you're not going to be getting as much fiber in your diet, so just keep that in mind. Your movements, so to speak, might be a little different when you go to the bathroom. As you can see, we made way too much juice. This might not look very appealing to you. It actually doesn't look super appealing to me. It's just like some green liquid that probably is really good for you, but can't taste that great, right? Wrong, because it tastes amazing. It's really actually quite sweet.
Ah, so refreshing.
I actually like it better than my morning juice because I think there was a little bit too much lemon in the juice for me. It was just really bitter for my taste. Alex loves bitter juice, but this is really refreshing.
Yes.
So what's in that one?
In that one, we have some tomatoes, cucumbers, kale, ginger, parsley, celery, and apples.
These whole juices, and there's a refill over there, about that much more in the bottom of the cup. It's $1.40, so that's cheaper than alcohol here. That just doesn't make sense. This healthy drink is, significantly cheaper than alcohol. It's chilly.
We decided to go for a bike ride by Nickel Beach because we really needed to stretch out our legs. Nickel Beach is only a little over 3 kilometers, so the bike ride was a short 15-20 minute ride. But it was lovely. It was the end of the season, and during the fall there's barely nobody on the beach, which is really different compared to the summertime where you can drive onto the beach with your car. It was lovely biking by the ocean. Oops, a lake I mean. It's really, really big. But the sound of the waves, the seashells cracking as you rode over them, it was freeing. Biking on the sand is really different compared to regular roads because you have to pick and choose where to ride so that your bike doesn't sink into the sand. It felt really good taking the fresh air, enjoying the scenery, the sound of the waves. Eating healthy is awesome, but you gotta stay fit. Corey was much more graceful than I was at crossing this little stretch of water.
So we just got back from our bike ride. It's around 3 o'clock, and we're about to make our third juice of the day. But I've been complaining pretty much the entire bike ride about how good certain foods would be. I didn't think it would be quite so difficult mentally to actually stop eating food and just drink juice, because I just think of all the... I mean, it's only the first day and I'm already like jonesing for, you know, a hamburger or a piece of pizza or a nice cup of coffee now that we're in the warm boat. So it's gonna be an interesting 10 days. I'm so hungry.
It'll be fine.
How's it going there?
Made a bit of a mess. Got some precious juice here. I caught some of it in the cabbage.
So it's day number 2, our first juice of the morning. Yesterday was a little bit tricky. I was really hungry. I don't know how today will be. Alex pretty much puked up all of her juice last night. So as she'll probably tell you, she's having a fun time as well. So yeah, hopefully it gets better.
So we are making some lunch. Making an awesome juice. Yesterday the juice cleanse wasn't so nice to me. I was sick for the first time. I've done a lot of cleansing, never really was sick, so that was a bit weird. But I guess I had to flush some bad toxins probably. So this is my Omega juicer, which is pretty awesome. It works really well at getting most of the juice out of the veggies and fruits. And the beauty thing about this is that it goes at a very low speed, so it doesn't produce much heat, which then saves more of the nutrients. So it's not so much a juicer that produces a lot of heat and that creates your juice fast. This is a slow process, but it makes awesome juice. And I'm not really paid by Omega, but those juicers are the best. They work really well, and they've got a 10 to 15 year warranty. And they're simple. On, off, reverse, that's it. So not too much stuff to break. Cheers to day 3. I'm doing pretty awesome. I feel energetic today. Not really hungry or no cravings. So I'm just enjoying a nice good juice.
Cheers. So Alex is having an easier time than I am, apparently. Not so hungry anymore. I don't really have as many cravings. I still want my coffee in the morning. It's hard to get out of bed without it. It used to be my motivation, I think, to get out of bed. And the juice isn't necessarily doing it for me anymore, or it's not making me excited to get out of bed. But today is more of a mental struggle. I'm having trouble staying, positive about the whole thing. It just doesn't feel like I'm getting anywhere. But obviously it's mostly up here. But yeah, so right now it's gotten better on some fronts, I guess you could say. I'm not having as many cravings, but it's just a little more difficult. I'm just a little more down today than I have been in the past. Hopefully that'll change.
So this is actually my first juice cleanse. I've done a lot of different types of cleansing, from eating just fruits, real fasting, which is pretty much just drinking water without eating anything, some candida cleanse, which involves cutting sugar entirely, even from veggies and fruits. And juicing it's very different. I think not eating food is easier than that to a certain extent, because you're not putting anything through your body, so it's simple. It's black or white, no food, just water. With juicing, I'm kind of tempted in just making myself a salad. It's just like biting on something, that like crunch. So, but juicing is easier than other cleanses, which were just restricting certain type of food, because that one, well, it's whatever goes in your juicer, pretty much you just put it in, so it's pretty simple. I've been enjoying it so far. It's quite tasty, and Corey is about to make me a juice.
So it's been a chilly few days. Yesterday we went for a little sail, and the day before that we did a little bike ride. And we've just realized that the cold weather really affects us when we're not eating, because you don't have any fats. You're just burning whatever's on you, basically. And it's a lot harder to keep warm. We're finding that we're also very hungry comparing to, say, if we just stay in with the nice heater here that we have going.
So I was doing a lot of stuff in the boat with the heater going. It's like lovely and warm, and then I decided to go outside to upload a video, and today is like blowing a gale. It's like 40 knots of wind and it's really cold, so I'm there dressed up with my laptop, and all of a sudden I'm like, gosh, I'm really hungry. It's crazy because I was not hungry, everything was going well, but then as soon as you get cold, it's like your body is just like, whoa, you don't have any food in you, like you don't have anything to burn to keep you warm. So it's a little challenging. So right now I'm back in the boat, warming up, and we're gonna make some juice.
Just a quick tip, don't try a full clove of garlic, especially garlic from the market when it's, you know, really potent garlic in 2 juices, because then it ends up tasting very garlicky. I feel like I'm eating some fries with garlic mayo or something right now. Actually, nothing like that, but really garlicky taste anyway. And I also wanted to mention that 10 days is a long time in our climate. It's cold right now, so we've already discussed that, you know, we may end up not doing 10 days depending on how our bodies feel. So just listen to your body, because it's important. You know, if you're always feeling lightheaded, you're always feeling really crappy after the initial few days where you're supposed to feel kind of cruddy, then just keep that in mind, that, you know, maybe you should add some food into your diet. Like, it's not, you don't have to feel defeated. That was kind of how I was feeling for the first little while this morning, where I was thinking of quitting. So now I'm not thinking of quitting so much, but we might not make it to 10 days. Who knows?
We're the morning of day 4, and I think that might be the last day because it's starting to be like freezing temperatures at night, and it's really hard to stay warm with barely eating anything. So anyways, I feel really good. I've seen some improvements. I'm not really that stuffy anymore, and less pimples. Feel pretty energetic, but it's really hard to stay warm, so I think we're gonna have supper tonight. But we'll start easing ourselves with some like raw veggies and then work up to real meals, but we're still gonna be incorporating juices in our daily lives.
So I have to say I'm pretty excited for having some food, but I'm actually not craving food. I could go fine without it, other than the fact that it's so darn cold and hard to keep warm. But the juice is really starting to grow on me. I'm enjoying it a lot more, a lot happier this morning than I have been the past 3 mornings. And I am feeling some differences, you know, like I don't know if it's my energy or just my complexion's probably cleared up a little bit.
So we got a little bit of the rash still there, but it's pretty much clearing up now.
I just feel good in general. I'm enjoying the juice, and I'm happy to continue to juice while we're eating eating a healthier lifestyle, you know, just regular meals, and mix in juice along the way. Next time.
So after a long time, we finally figured out how all of this comes apart. This is the inside of the computer.
We're here at Mud Lake Conservation Area, and we're gonna do a little trail around the pond here.
Hello! Today is a day that isn't so cold, so I figured out might as well clean up the dinghy because we're getting close to the end of October, and early November we're probably gonna haul out, so gonna do some cleaning of a few things to put away.